think we're live here. Let me just double check. It's been a minute. We got D and Froley in the house here. In the office, I should say.
Hey, peace and blessings to everyone.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Let's see. I guess there's another dude named Mark the Messenger. I think he says that. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
There you go. Big blessing. Big blessing. There we go.
What's going on? YouTube. Okay. Here we go. So for our first video reaction here, we got the Exorcist remake.
There we go.
Let's see. I heard this one looks pretty scary.
So for this one, dude.
You want to close the window or no?
How could I possibly close the window when we're in two separate places?
This is what it's all about here. Alright. Let me know when you're ready.
Let's go.
Let's run it.
Scared. We've met before.
Are you looking for Reagan?
Are you looking for Reagan? She burns in hell! Reagan strong!
Shit, you can wake up in your car, start speaking with your fans.
What do you think evil is? I'll tell you what I think it is. We're born in this world with hope and dreams and a desire to be happy.
Dad?
Something's going on with my daughter.
No! No!
It's happening to my daughter too.
The devil has one wish.
Wherever those girls went, they brought something back with them.
To make us lose faith.
I believe you can help get our daughters back.
To kill it in us. And the devil never gives up.
She knows who I am. Where's the other girl?
She's waiting for you.
What you're doing here is dangerous. People have died on both sides of possession.
Come home, baby. Come back to us, okay?
If you don't make it, I don't make it.
Mama!
What is it, baby?
I can't get you.
Baby, I'm right here.
I don't want to go to hell.
God played that trick on you.
There are 2 heartbeats. Is it working?
They're beating in sync.
Be strong.
What did you do?
One girl lives, one girl dies.
You get to choose.
Yeah, it's pretty. It looks pretty good. You know, I didn't really watch the original.
Who is Spider-Man?
Continuance of the first one. So after the first movie, when he's like, "Come into me," and then he jumps out the window and kills himself, and the demon apparently went out into the streets. There's like 3 or 4 other movies that happened after that. But then the mom from the original movie is now in this movie, so it's like a weird sequel kind of thing, almost like how the Halloween movie was.
Okay, yeah, the one woman, forgot her name, Debbie something.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, all the other Halloween movies are cool, but this new one was technically the remake or the sequel to the first one.
Gotcha.
So, and this is, I guess, like the sequel to the first one.
Gotcha.
That looks fire as fuck, dude.
Yeah, look good. Look good. Let's look at the comments here. Oh, this is the wrong one. Let me see. Some of the comments I can say is that it's going to be very difficult for a movie like this to reach the same level of horror like that the original had.
Yeah, because now you have so much Instagram and shit. Back then, they didn't have that. It was just word of mouth, and so like there were ambulances waiting for people to like have heart attacks and like on standby at that time.
Yeah, because people weren't ready. They weren't prepared. What other ones? What are some other reaction videos we can trip out on?
Oh man, apparently there's policy violations for copyrights.
Oh, okay. So you can't do the reaction things?
Well, no. We can't do I don't think we can show the whole trailer. I don't think, right? We can't. I don't know. It was like a policy violation, or I think we just talking about too much like conspiracy theories and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna trip out on this one right here. That COJ dude. He breaks down that one movie, Lakeview Terrace.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see the? Can you see the screen?
I cannot. I can just hear you.
Okay, I think what I can.
Screen.
Here, what I can do, bro, so that way you can see as well.
That sounds like a great idea. Well, why don't I show you the visions?
Yeah, technically.
Yes, sir. Just put this aside here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's called dead air. Dead head. Damn. You should really see Go Tanks. His head just rolled off.
Yeah, that's the knockoff Go Tanks. But he looks better than the
knockoff Go Tanks. Do. That guy's so weird, bro. God damn, that guy's weird. But again, we're talking about it, bro. So technically, he's winning.
You won the war. All right. Let me see here. Turn on the TV right here, the television. And get a little vision and you can see yourself.
What, kids? I just want to talk to you about some candy. That guy was a weirdo.
No, for sure. They influenced the viewers.
Yeah, right. Like, we're going to be the ones to influence the viewers. You're right.
Not saying that.
Nobody watches this podcast, dude.
Now I'm talking about that show. So look, check it out here. A parsec. Yeah. Then they can over here. Make it over there. you should be able to see exactly. And oh yeah, you have control. Yeah, you have control too. So so yeah, you're gonna jump on the COJ video right here.
The astute black man versus the liberal interracial couple.
Okay.
Rationale against his, and she has no rationale. So now she's told Rosario Dawson, one of the main trump cards.
Alright, we're gonna jump on this shit, bro. I think this shit's all. Alright.
So this is one of my favorite movies, and this is one of my favorite scenes in this movie, because this movie is going to reveal a lot of the dynamics, the relationship dynamics that take place in this society every day that help to disenfranchise these so-called black men. This scene is going to pit the liberal black female against the astute black man once again, and I like to find scenes like these in movies and post them and go through them and review them along with you brothers, so that we can decipher and discern exactly what goes on. Like the saying goes, art imitates life. A lot of times simple-minded brothers will comment and they'll say, well, this is just a movie. Well, the point of making a movie is that a movie is supposed to mimic real life. That's what grabs onto the human spirit. That's why people go to see movies. That's why they go to watch plays. That's why they watch television shows. That's why you watch sports, because sports is a microcosm for life. Movies and TV shows are supposed to represent life, whether it be realistic or whether it be a satire. But it's supposed to represent a sliver of real life. That's what tugs at the heartstrings of the human psyche. That's what makes you want.
More importantly, they've been knowing about this. When they created the Motion Pictures Association, when they created movies in general, when Thomas Edison stole the idea of because the French made their first film in 1880 something or something, and Thomas Edison stole that technology and then created what was it, the founding of America. That's not the name of the movie, but it's the first. It's like a KKK civil rights or Civil War movie. It's supposed to tug at our heartstrings. They know what they're doing with their symbolisms, and they've been knowing what they're doing. They know that anything that they put on screen is there on purpose, and they know that when you're watching it with certain lighting and certain music that's in the background, they know what kind of psychological impression it's making on you.
Want to watch. All right. So anyway, this scene, this character played by Kerry Washington, she's going to come across another young black female who lives next door. She informed the young girl that she can come and swim in her pool whenever she wants, and the girl decided to take her up on her offer. But unbeknownst to her, she's currently swimming in the pool, and Kerry Washington notices. They start to have a conversation about relationships and boys, and you're going to see the type of advice that she gives her, which is the type of advice that a lot of liberal black females.
Apparently, my audio is not good. I don't know. Anyone that's in the live chat, if my audio is not that good, and let me know. Should be good right now. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who wants to listen to me anyway? Who gives a shit? Let's continue.
Males are giving to each other and to young women, and it's the type of advice that's destroying the minds of most of these young girls. Samuel Jackson is going to come home. He lives next door. The girl in the pool is his daughter. He doesn't want his daughter hanging around Kerry Washington because he knows about the liberal black female mindset, and he's going to confront it head on. So the confrontation that they have is very revelatory. It's very informative. So we're going to watch it now and see how it occurs, see what transpires, and of course I'm going to chime in here and there.
Hey! What are you doing? He said anytime. Yeah, if your dad said it was okay, Celia, I have a feeling he didn't.
Now notice she starts off initially respectful of his instructions. All right. There was a scene earlier in the film where both the girl and her younger brother were on her property, and she told them that it's okay if they were to use her pool if they wanted to. But she's gotten to know Samuel L. Jackson's character. By the way, his name is Abel. And there's a reason why his character in this film's name is Abel. Because he really represents the righteous man. Even though the film casts him as a wicked man, he really is the righteous man. They'll oftentimes do that in movies. They'll have the person who's supposed to be the hero play the villain, and vice versa. All right, this film is really about a so-called black man hanging on to what he knows is right against an encroaching super liberal socialist world where everything is mixed up. But we're going to cover that as it goes, as this scene progresses.
How old are you? 15. You're a very brave girl. Make sure you ask your dad next time, okay? Yeah, right. Hey, can I ask you a question? Sure. You got me. In school, there's a lot of hooking up. Okay. And if a black guy goes out with a white girl, his boys are like, dog, you the shit. Right. But other way around, and they're on you. Sister this, sister that. Is that what's going on with you? There's this guy. And you like him? Well, it depends. How much do I have to like him? Well?
If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's not, I don't really understand where everyone is getting all bent out of shape about it. Whoever you like is whoever you like, but there is such a thing as tradition and culture and whatnot. It's not just there by accident that, well, what are you going to be teaching your kids? What are they going to be teaching your kids and whatnot? It's always interesting. Whoever is fetishizing the other person, that person is the one who's in the wrong. If it's someone that you genuinely love, it is what it is. But if you're fetishizing that person just for the moment, then I get it, bro. Have your 31 flavors and then go back to the original.
If he's going to be your boyfriend, you should probably really like him. Especially if he's white.
Now notice, the young girl starts the conversation by saying that there's a lot of quote-unquote hooking up going on in school. We know what she means by that. She means sex. And, the funny thing is that, the Middle Easterners, the cultures from overseas, a lot of the indigenous cultures, they get castigated for supposedly how they have young girls oppressed. They say, these young girls, they shouldn't be getting married at that age. They shouldn't be forced culturally into these relationship conventions where they have to be with a man at a certain age. But if you pay close attention, the issue that most of the Western liberals, and especially most of the feminists, have with those relationship conventions is not that men are having sex with girls that age, is that the young girls are being put into relationship conventions where they have to be a wife to a man. They really just, what they really want to promote.
Before he even says that, dude, that you can't argue how on point that is. You can't argue with that, dude. People don't give a shit about the fact that it's young people having sex. That really should be the issue, but it's not the issue, dude. What people are more concerned about is that, well, you're forcing this 14-year-old to get into a relationship and whatnot, versus it's not just a declaration of love or whatever, or lust. It's not a declaration of that. It's that you're making this person get married. So they care more about the fact that you're getting forced into marriage versus you're getting married. That's so fucking wild to me, dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
is casual sex. They don't care how young the girl is, as long as she's the one who is the decision maker in the act of sexual intercourse. Notice, Kerry Washington didn't say, well, if those kids are hooking up at your school, you shouldn't get involved with it because you're too young. You're not mature enough. You're not ready. All right. If you're interested in boys, just keep it relatively platonic. Really, what you should do, you should go home and consult with your dad and find out what he thinks about it. She didn't say that. She said, well, if you're going to hook up with a white boy or Caucasian boy, you should really like him, because those relationships are hard. Right? So really, she's tacitly encouraging her to be with the Caucasian boy. But notice the young girl's mindset. She said, well, how much do I have to like him? Really, she's just curious, as most young females are. As most females are, really, until they're about 45 years old. As I stated in the past, there's really not much difference in a girl 15 years old or a woman 45 years old, other than the amount of penises that they've had. All right? Some people might not like that statement, but it is what it is. A woman doesn't really start to truly mature until she starts to lose her looks. Then you notice they start moving towards spirituality. All of a sudden, they want to start going to church because they start to lose their looks. But this female, Kerry Washington, is going to give
in the words of Metallica, sad but true.
her some advice, quote unquote, which is the same advice that many of these young females are getting today, which is why most of them are depressed. A lot of them are on prescription medication. Many of them have multiple children by different men, because they've been given too many liberties to make decisions based off of their whimsicality, their capriciousness. All right, and I've mentioned that before. They do things based off of whatever they like at that second, and that's not how decisions are supposed to be made. Well, let's continue on with this. Let's see what she's going to tell this young girl.
It may not be easy, but you like who you like, right?
Right? You see, she said, well, you know, a relationship with a Caucasian boy in high school, it might not be easy. Why are you even telling her about relationships? She's 15 years old. She should be concerned with finishing high school, right? Supposedly, that's what females go to school for, allegedly, is to get educated, right? Not to sleep around, not to be 15 years old and want to lay down with Caucasian boys. And notice how the young girl framed the reasoning behind why she was curious. It was because the young black boys congratulate each other when they get white girls, but they try to stop her from dating Caucasian boys. Which is natural. Why is that? Because the man is programmed to look at the female as property. Right? And look, a lot of people are not going to like this statement. That's what they are. Right? They're prized property. They're prized possession. You're supposed to love them and treat them with honor and respect, but they are property. All right? Once again, that is why in the marriage ceremony, the woman gets passed.
We gotta take a moment to clarify that he's talking about like old, not that he's talking about old values and whatnot, but he's saying it in a very basic biological, in basic biological terms. People are not property, and women are not property. They're just as capable as men, whatever. But given the circumstances, what we're talking about is that in those times, assuming there's no healthcare, there's no remote learning, there's no taxi cars or anything like that. It's who your village is and what you're eating. Yeah, at the end of the day, when Genghis Khan would come in and rape and pillage your city, what do they take? They take the women and children, they slaughter all the men. Women are basically breeding property at that time. It's not because men are evil and whatnot. It's just what are you gonna do? What are you doing? Aside from the women of Sparta and a few women that were in like different tribes in South Africa at that time, I mean, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing besides Joan of Arc? Like, what are you doing? No, that's definitely gonna get us banned, bro. That 100% is gonna get us banned, but whatever.
passed from her father to her husband. That represents an exchange of property, right? But once again, let me make it clear. You're supposed to treat the woman as a prized property, love her and honor her and treat her well and treat her respectfully, right? And cherish her and cherish the relationship that you have. But they are property, all right? And the scriptures even tell you that a woman, he that getteth a wife, getteth a possession. It is what it is. But now let's continue on. Let's see what she's going to tell this girl.
Right? Yeah. Alright. Hey, what is this? Destiny's Child. Okay, I think I've heard this. You think? Nice. I like it.
You can see the girl is sheltered. You can see that her father has sheltered her because she doesn't even know who Destiny's Child was. And this film came out in 2007. Destiny's Child was probably the biggest singing group in the world at that moment. But the girl didn't know who they were. And that was written, this scene was written that way on purpose to convey that the father has sheltered the girl. So now Kerry Washington's character's job is to unleash her, to liberate her, to teach her about to open your mind, right? These are the same things that Eve did for Adam. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. All right, but that is Kerry Washington's character's role. Now Samuel L. Jackson's character is going to come upon this conversation that these two girls are having, and automatically his spidey senses are going to start tingling because he already knows the bullshit that's afoot. All right, you can't leave your daughter alone with these strange women, because what these strange females do, even though they're chronically depressed, they want to pass their depression onto other young and impressionable girls because misery loves company. Right? If you ever watch this film, Kerry Washington's character is depressed almost entirely for the whole film. She's trying to convince her Caucasian husband to impregnate her. He does not want to because he doesn't really, he's not really fully comfortable with their relationship. He's really just trying to live out a hip hop fantasy. Right. And the antagonistic relationship that Kerry Washington and her Caucasian husband develop against Samuel L. Jackson's character helps bring them closer together by the end of the film. All right, these strong-minded black males really a vehicle that's used in the film to promote the strengthening of their relationship, the liberal black female with the liberal white male. Well, let's continue on here.
I didn't get a move to this.
And notice Samuel L. Jackson's character is a police officer. Like I stated, his name is Abel. Right? Even though to the carnally minded, he's the villain in the film. To the spiritually minded, he is the hero. All right? He is the hero of this film. He represents the law. He represents order. He represents structure. He represents strength. He represents a man who's really out of his element because of the encroaching world of super liberalism. He doesn't understand whimsicality. All he understands is logic, rationale, and being a three-dimensional thinker. Meaning you do things for a reason. You do things for a purpose. You understand why you do what you do. You actually have a plan. You don't just do things whimsically. So all of this shit that's crowding around him, this super liberal, just love just for the sake of love and do as thou wilt, that Aleister Crowley, Theli Ma bullshit that permeates this society.
For the record, his name is Edward. I don't give any credence to anyone who's a pedophile. I don't care how cool you think you are, bro. The minute you touch kids, your name is Edward, bro. You're not Alistair. Get the fuck out of here.
He's having a hard time dealing with this. All right, and he's trying to fight against his children falling prey to it because he understands what comes of it. You understand? You're not supposed to cater to the whims of a 15-year-old. And that's one of the main problems that we have in this society today. A lot of the older women, they want to be young. And they say things to young girls to corrupt them just like they were corrupted. Right? They don't warn them against the mistakes. They try to encourage them to do the same thing. But let's see what he does here. Look at Sam's face. Sam said, "Oh hell no! What the hell did I walk in on?"
No, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. Remember this? Who taught you that? What do you know about that?
This girl's still doing a hustle.
Yeah, right.
They got her at home listening to Gloria Gaynor and, and disco records.
Can I give you permission to come over here?
April.
That's me, young lady.
No, I'm just...
No, I did not give you, my daughter, permission to come over here.
And notice when he comes in, you see the face that Kerry Washington's character had. It looked like two young girls that was caught, you know, fucking around when their dad got home. It didn't look like an adult woman and a young girl when he walked in. It looked like two teenagers. That's why, like I said, most of these women, brothers, and this is an issue. I'm going to do a video about this because this is really the so-called black man's fault. Because you brothers don't have any standards for propriety that you set and that you enforce and that you make the so-called black woman understand that, no, I'm not going to tolerate that bullshit. You tolerate that. And that's why she runs with it. I don't give a damn how much money they make on their jobs and all that other shit. All right? If you brothers had a uniform code of conduct where the black woman understood, okay, I can't do this, they would stop doing it. All right? Like I said, they're like little kids. All right? A little badass kid is going to do whatever they feel like they can get away with. That's how the so-called liberal black woman conducts herself. I'm going to rewind this just so I can make my point.
Yeah, because it matters. Can I give you permission to come over here?
April.
That's me, young lady.
Look at her face. She's like, girl, you done got me in trouble. Now I'm going to get my ass whooped.
Right. No, I'm just...
No, I did not give you, my daughter, permission to come over here because it matters to me what you're learning and who you're learning it from.
Exactly. Exactly. You're supposed to be very, very aware of everything that your children are doing. If you have children, you're supposed to be watching them at all times. At all times. All right? Particularly if you're an astute-minded man. All right? Some of you brothers are not astute. That's why, you know, all type of shit ends up going down and you're not aware of it. And when I say astute, I'm not talking about with your children. I'm talking about with the woman that you lay down and procreate with. That's why I said before, man, you gotta be with a broad 3-4 years before you get her pregnant, man. You gotta go through the hard times. You gotta see how she reacts to adversity. You gotta see, is this a broad who likes to start shit? Is this a female who, you know, when the going gets tough, she get running? Is this somebody who likes to bring out the negative when there's all positive there? These are things that you have to watch for.
Go broke with a chick first. Don't be rich with a chick first. Yeah. Go broke first. Because if you're rich and you're young and you're healthy and everything's good, watch what happens when you don't get that promotion. Watch what happens when, you know, you guys got to live out your car for a little bit, you know, in a motel or whatever, because you can't afford a hotel, you know, because the hoe's gonna tell. Just see what happens. Go broke with the chick and see if she's down with you. You know, have a medical emergency or whatever, and see if she's down with you. If she's down during the hard times first, I can guarantee you she will be a queen for you, that you guys will build an empire of power, wealth, and family and strength and whatnot. I guarantee you that.
Because whatever the worst aspects of her character are, or lack thereof, they're going to come out when she's empowered. When are women empowered? When they have your child or when you marry them, because now you are contractually obligated. All right? That birth certificate, when she gives birth to your child, is a bond. All right? Not only does it bond your child as property of the state, it bonds you to the woman as being subjugated under her. All right? The woman is above you in this society, in the court of law, and in the judicial system, and in the penal system as well. These are things that you have to understand before you just go about willy-nilly. Oh yeah, you know, that's my boo. she having my seed. Yeah, we gonna be happy. 2 years later, your ass is back and forth through the white man's court system, paying child support out the ass. Oh man, she just changed. She had my baby, she changed. No, she didn't, nigga. She was always like that. Your stupid ass just didn't pay any mind to it.
Okay, I told her that she could come over and swim whenever
Oh,
she
so
wanted
what I
to.
say doesn't matter?
That's not what I meant, Abel.
No. I understand where you're coming from. I need to be fresh and liberal and open to what other people think and do. Is that right, Liz?
That's right.
Okay. All right, then. Well, let's all get crazy. Let's just get down then, huh?
What are you doing?
Forget the rules, huh? There are no rules.
Abel.
We make them up as we go along.
That's basically how it is. That's why I love this scene. I love his rant. Right? Let's just do whatever. Because he understands that when his daughter was there, she wasn't just there swimming. He understands that for this woman to be, and he could read the spirit. He could read that even though she was married to a so-called white man, it wasn't just a marriage. It was her subjugating herself to that man, trying her best to feel validated by him. All right? She felt validated by her marriage to him. And if you get to watch this entire film, she spends most of the film, like as I stated, begging him to impregnate her. He doesn't want to because he wants to feel like he has an out. Right? If he gets her pregnant, then, you know, she's a part of his life for the rest of his life. So obviously the marriage thing was just a gesture. Abel reads through all that.
Wow.
And now he's upset because he sees that she is infecting his daughter with the same bullshit.
Wow.
Right? That same inferiority complex.
It was a gesture.
Oh, that's right. I am right, aren't I?
Make
Huh?
a point, Abel.
Whatever we want to do, that's alright, right?
Enough.
How you say it, baby girl?
Make your point.
Ew. This is sick.
Okay,
No,
Dad.
let's keep it gangsta.
Like he said, you know, whatever we want to do is all right. That's why I said most of these liberal women, they're whimsical. They're capricious. They do whatever they want. Now he's taking it to an absurd level to mock them. And he knows he can get away with it. Why? Because he represents the law. Right? One of the main trump cards that they have over the so-called black man, especially the strong black man, is that so-called black man, is that they know that they have the police force. But now since he is a member of the police force, he knows that they cannot pull that card on him. So he can pretty much do what he wants.
What? It's okay for you to parade around in your underwear, but not me, huh? You know what that is? That's hypocrisy. That's a double standard. There's no room in this world for that anymore. Didn't you teach her that, listen?
It doesn't matter, bro. In this world, the liberal woman can pretty much do what she wants unimpeded. She can pretty much not be held accountable for her actions. She's never culpable for her decisions. That's why they can just go through life diddy bopping. And once again, Samuel L. Jackson can read in the spirit that this female's character, Kerry Washington's character, married to a Caucasian man, is once again, it's the reason why this scene was included in the movie, where the young girl was inquisitive or curious about dating a Caucasian boy. Earlier in the film, the young girl watches Kerry Washington and her husband have sex in the pool. Right? These are things that Samuel L. Jackson understands on a three-dimensional level. He did not have to see it all. Right? As I stated in the video that I did with Chris Rock and Rosario Dawson, you know, an astute-minded black man is spiritual by nature. He can see and understand things that he does not have to be present for. And a lot of times the so-called black woman is confounded by those things because she thinks that she's slick or smarter than she really is. And you don't have to be there to know what's going on.
I mean, you did teach her everything you know, right?
She knows a shitload more than you do.
I beg your pardon?
Stop messing with my life. Telling me what to do, what to say, what to wear. You don't know anything about me, who I am, or what I think. You're just an old man with a badge on and his pants off.
Damn.
God damn. Well, she won't be needing any braces. He just smacked her teeth straight. God damn.
Okay, Abel.
And clean up your room when you get upstairs.
That is not okay.
Sorry? I'm not myself these days, you know. I'm not sleeping very well.
You've no right to hit her.
Oh, let's you and me have a long discussion about my parental rights, Black Harvey.
Get off my property.
Or what?
You know, you heard what she said? She said, "You have no right to hit her." Now, why would she make a statement like that when that's his daughter? It's because she understands that the children are really the property of the state. Now, due to the fact that his wife passed away, Abel's wife passed away, there's not a woman there that Kerry Washington's character can go to say, how come you're not controlling this man better? See, Samuel L. Jackson represents like a rogue lion. Like, you ever watch National Geographic and you see certain lions, they have a pride, and then certain lions, they just roam the grasslands by themselves. That's what he represents in this film. He's pretty much unchecked. And there are a series of checks and balances that are set up in this society to keep the black man subdued, to keep him humbled. A lot of brothers know what's going on, but they just don't want to say anything because they don't know who's going to have their back and who's going to turn against them. And they understand the the fractured nature of the black female psyche. Once again, globalist, racialist, feminist. But this man here, he represents, you know, he represents a strong lion, and he's not going to have it.
You want to call the cops? Here, I'll tell you who's on duty.
I'll tell you who's on duty.
You see that? Once again, he understands that one of the main weapons that the liberal female likes to use against the black, so-called black male is the police. She can't do that. So now it's basically her rationale against his, and she has no rationale, so now she's totally disempowered. All right? There's pretty much not anything that she can do now. She basically has to take that L. All right, I'm going to pick up a little later in the film. Right now, the astute black male character.
You want to watch this? Continue watching this? Or?
Yeah, shit, but what's your thoughts on it, bro?
Yeah, no, it's when I first watched it, I was like a kid. I don't know, I think I was like a freshman or something. And yeah, I thought I had no awareness like the way I have now of just the principles and the morality and the structure of the order of what God basically laid out for us. And so, like, yeah, and like you said, Samuel Jackson is like the villain, but he is technically the hero in the spiritual sense, and like the biblical sense of like structure and order of what God would want. Not the, you know, like to live like this, like you said, the do without will, what they're like, you know, kind of like the same thing with Eve. Like, it's the same disobedient nature of like doing whatever without any sort of accountability. Yeah, so it is what it is, bro. That's why I like watching it again. I respect his Samuel's character a lot more. It's just like, I didn't know. This guy sheds the light on it. I think COJ breaks it down pretty good.
That's really what it comes down to, man. Like, liberalism really isn't the issue. It's that there's just no accountability after, you know, the consequences happen.
Yeah, it'd be different if they would take it back, like, you know, really get redeem themselves, have a redemption side of it. But there's no sense of that.
That's really what it comes down to, man. Like, it's no issue if you want to be liberal and fucking free thinking and whatnot. That's totally cool. But when shit happens, you don't get to then suddenly, oh, but you know, I'm a woman. No, you're not. Don't do that. Don't do that shit, dude. You wanted to shut up, Dad. You know who the fuck I am. Go ahead, then go right ahead. When you get into your consequences, don't. Like, I just don't understand where they rationally think it's okay to then be like, well, no, you're supposed to bail me out. You're my dad. Whoa.
That's why the system backs them up with this type of behavior.
No, that's what it always comes down to.
Yeah, I'm trying to find another piece fucking foggy here. I don't know what's fucking peaceful. The thing is, I have another piece for that part, but.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like I like the transparent look though. Like it looks like a ruby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever. How about you, bro? Oh yeah, you're speaking on it.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. Like, liberalism does work, you know. Like, trust me.
Yeah.
Think about how liberal, quote unquote, it is to allow former slaves to vote. I mean, that's very liberal, dude. I mean, so liberalism does work when it's done with good intentions, for women to vote, for women to enter the workforce, and for black people to sit at the same, lunch counters, like that's liberalism. And don't get me wrong, when you're down on your luck, there's Eat Better Tonight. There's all these different programs that will help people out. That's wonderful. That's liberalism at its best.
Yeah.
But the only problem with liberalism is, okay, I get it. You just want to go out because your dad told you not to go out. Fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna go out and get fucked. Okay, no problem, dude. That's no issue. Fine, have your outburst, have your temper tantrum. Your dad doesn't know anything, your mom doesn't know anything. Sure. When you get in trouble, don't call them. Handle it on your own. Be liberal and handle it on your own. The conservative knows how to go back to mom and dad because they didn't actually do anything. The liberal is the one who knows at the age of 13 they're way smarter than their parents, and my mom is a fucking drunk that sits on the couch and I have to fend for myself and I have to raise my sister on my own. Okay, knowing that, you want to emancipate yourself at the age of 16 because you know that you can take. Okay, no problem. I have no issue with that. Don't cry in your 20s. Don't cry later, dude. You know that you can handle yourself and you're so much smarter than your parents and all this other shit. Cool. Cry on your own. Don't cry on social media. Don't do those selfie videos where like, it's only Monday. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Stop wanting likes and in fact, delete your social media and go talk to people real face to face. Because of your 700,000 followers, only 20 people are really in your circle. And in those 20, only 3 people really care about you. Nobody else cares about you, dude. They just like the fact that you're showing off your butt and your pretty feet in your photos. That's all they care about, dude. That's all anyone cares about. So shut up.
Shut up. Let me see here. Yeah, man. We can. You want to continue chiming in on this guy's video? Or?
Shit, low key, do some skate videos.
Yeah, let's do some
random, bro.
Yeah, let's do some skating videos. What's new in the skateboarding world?
Yeah, right. Fucking random ass. Fucking Umar Johnson, bro. Can you just finish that school?
Well, what? Which one? Which one is it?
No, like in general, fucking Dr. Umar Johnson. Like, can you just finish that school, dude? Like, I get it. Like, can you just finish the school? Can you just do it so that you can just shut everyone up, dude? Because as of this point, your haters are the ones who are correct at this point, dude. Finish your school and then shut everyone up, dude.
Yeah.
Tier 3. Ocean 4K. Retailers scramble to find solutions. Fucking Billy Carson, bro.
Jack Kennedy weapons.
He knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's saying.
Let's see.
Back in ancient Sumeria, he was called Filthy Atlantean.
Yeah, I was watching something about the Sirius, not Sirius. It was Orion's Belt or some shit.
Yeah, that's where. So if we're made of stardust, because 95% of our bodies is made of cosmic stardust, where God created us was in the Sirius star system in Orion's Belt. And so the original people that were born in the equator in the Fertile Crescent of the Middle East, Africa area, we come from the Sirius Orion's Belt.
This part of life, I could talk to this dude about this part of life that I can't talk to no one else about, and it was life changing, man. It was life changing meeting Dr. B. It was crazy.
The same here, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go back a bit. Let's go black. Uh-oh. How did you get started in music? Tell us about your life in the beginning and how you got, this whole angle of creativity.
Well, born and raised in Houston, Texas. My bed was the top drawer of my mother's dresser drawer. And, it was always music in the house. So very, very young age, I just heard music. And I guess around 1 or so, I started showing that I was able to keep rhythm. So my father bought me a Mickey Mouse drum set, and we took it to church. And I actually kind of like became the church little drummer on a Mickey Mouse drum set at 1.
What?
Yeah. And I tore up a couple of sets, and I got better and better. And as the years progressed, you know, my father bought me a real drum set, a Ludwig, orange sparkles, and I played that set till I was almost in high school. But, you know, growing up in the church, you know, in Houston, you know, that scene was amazing. There's so many amazing musicians and talented singers. You got Yolanda Adams, Kim Burrell, you know, Nikki Ross, so many, Gene Moore. I mean, even back then, Betty Ransom Nelson was one of my favorite singers, still is really. And so many great people in Houston that, that the world knows now. And Southeast Inspirational Choir, of course, where I met Yolanda. I was Yolanda Adams' musician, like maybe starting from 11. I would just travel around with her and play with her all over the city. And as she grew and blew up, you know, I just was there with her until I was able to finally start recording with her. But so my young life was always around the greatest musicians. You know, there was a lady, her name was
Let me see. Let's see. I'm at that. Which one's this?
The evidence we're living in a simulation is everywhere. Nothing you see is real.
To a degree. Let me see. Let me see. It's fine because I'm not streaming. It's not showing online.
There you go.
Yeah, so you're good. Shit. Yeah, you're good, bro.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Nice.
Yeah, just get the fuck out of there.
Nice.
Yep.
was Barbara Rose.
Let me see. Now you can resume here.
And this was between, for me, it was between birth and maybe 5. So and I used to go to the church, Holman Street, I believe it was called. And she was the organist there, and I used to be her little drummer. And my mother would let me come over there and play from time to time. And she said, "Look at my foot." Like,
fat kid. Look how steep it is. I like this angle. So you don't know how to do That's why that was probably his first try. Who knows? Oh shit! That's why I'm getting these guys switch bread, bro. None of these guys just get it. They stick it and it's not good. Or they bail a few times. Yeah, now these guys keep trying it. I think.
Let's go. He said that casual.
Style is pretty nice. So did you see the other call that I'm calling you in?
No. Let me see. Man and Coastin?
Yeah, Maine Costin.
How'd that call go? I don't know. Gee, I don't know. Oh shit. Back at it.
Let's see. What did I do again here?
Brian Mazzucchelli.
I hear that echo, but I forgot what I did earlier. Right.
No, that's me. Yeah, because I'm on. Because if I mute myself, then I can hear you on your stream, but not on my stream.
Gotcha.
So then I'm a little quieter, but it's all good.
Nah, you should speak on your mic, and then don't mute yourself. I'm just gonna mute my turn on the audio on this thing.
All right. Yeah, but is that still gonna have like a feedback on their end?
Nah, check it out, bro. It's all good. All right, talk.
What up? Still kind of a loop.
Oh, no, it's all good. Here, check it out. You go over here. Alright. I think you should still be able to hear me. Let me see.
No, I can hear you. Oh, okay, for sure. There's no feedback.
Yeah, turn it down. So I'm gonna go on here.
Well, for those of you who are still watching, the one person who's watching, because ain't nobody watching us, which is a bunch of dumbasses talking to each other in the middle of the void.
You should still be able to hear me. Let me see.
Oh, okay, for sure. There's no feedback.
Yeah, turn it down. Okay, cool.
Well, welcome back to the BP podcast, the bigger picture. I'm D. This is Alex.
Bro. Let's see. Let me make sure everything is looking good on the screen here. What the feezy? There it is. So this is supposed to be like right here. Yeah, I don't know where Maine is. Let me hit him up.
Apparently, he's in the Discord though.
He's on the chat.
Hey, he's in the call.
I don't hear him. Oh, okay.
There you go. What's up, bro? What up? Yeah, we can barely hear you, dog.
Let me see. I think I gotta hit him up on here. Hold on, let me see. Alright, hold on. Okay, you should be on the the stream now. Let me see. Alright, cool. Let me see.
Fully on.
Main is. You should be on the stream now. Let me see. Alright, cool. Let me see.
Fully.
Yeah, you're not playing on here. Let me make sure you're getting the audio on the stream. I can hear you on here, but I want to be able to hear you through the stream. Speak again. Can you hear yourself on the YouTube? If you look at the video.
Are we even streaming? That's the question. Are we even on YouTube?
Yeah, we're streaming right now.
All right.
Yeah, there's a way I gotta do this. So, audio capture.
Audio capture. after this fool.
Damn, son.
Where'd you find this?
Ooh, it's holiday season, shrimps. You know, being don't shoot them in the street.
Yo, Costin.
Maybach music. Maybach music. Oh, I like this Maybach music. Sweet.
Get your, we gotta have you on the voice chat. Maybe.
Just maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we.
Nah, yeah. You don't gotta do nothing here, man. We got this is sound put. I'll do the. All right, speak.
Yeah, can you hear me? Huh? It's like
super delayed.
What?
Oh shit.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, some technical difficulties indeed. Alright, let me see. That's all good, bro.
Are you there? He's back. Do the suicidal maniac. All the promises I have made, I will be. I will be. I will be heard. I will be. I will be heard. Now it's the time for me to rise to my feet. Something like that, right? That's what that one song does?
That's how that one song goes, bro.
Right? Alright, bro. What's your username? That one fool.
Yeah, I tried doing that. Let me,
Nice fart.
It was essential.
It was essential, man. Let me tell you, bro, that passing of that gas was crucial.
Okay, that's what I
Main.
did. What color should be your color, bro? It's not a server. Maybe we should join the server. Yeah, I'll send the server to the hyper dimension. Yo, man, what color do you want? Red or something?
You're already red.
Oh, I'm red. Okay. Blue. Name. What color do you want on your name? Alright. What's that purple? Okay, I just fucking see purple. More of a bluish purple. Oh, like this. Like, oops. So. And then like a darker tone purple. Like that.
It's the time for me to rise to my feet. Let me scream from my face, let these tears from my eyes. Like, damn, bro, relax, man. It's cool. Just fucking go study for your test, man.
That's why I can change this one.
Yeah, I think you changed it because I think you copied and pasted.
Damn, son.
It's all good. There's two mains in here, bro.
What was that font that I had before, bro? I'll just save it for now.
Times New Roman.
I can't like rename this. Okay, so I can just keep all this easy. Let's see. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm doing something else right now. Hold on, just hang tight.
Hey, but bro, can you see the videos though? Like you can see the YouTube video?
Yo, man. You hopped off, you hear that? Daddy, did you repeat your question?
Ooh. No, but can you see the YouTube video that's on the screen?
It's so laggy, I see him talking, but I can't hear what he's saying.
Oh shit, alright. I gotta figure this out. Super lag, huh?
Yes, sir. Hold on, bro. We'll get this. We gotta get this figured out. So main is what font is this? Charlemagne. Charlemagne.
The fraud.
Alright, so over here.
Let's see.
Alright, sounds good, bro. Alright, sounds good. Alright, peace. What the fuck? Nah, I can't even find it. What's this one? This weird ass font. Oh, this is a cool font. B. And you got the greens. The greens. What, that green crab green or that Bobby Brown green?
Come on, bro. There's no question, bro. I got some of that fucking that Bob Marley OG, bro. Stop playing, dude. Super green and sticky. Super sticky, bro. Yeah.
Let's see. We'll just need to. I'm gonna have to change the fonts now. It's kind of hard to see, but fuck it. Yeah, it's too dark. It's too hard to see, huh?
Yeah, but who needs to see my name?
I'm gonna have to.
The bitches.
The fucking I think it. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna do it that way then. The font color is not as good, so.
You said Larry Elder. You ever had a nigga moment where you realize that you're having you're living a regular life and then you get reminded that you're black, by racist white people. It could be a cop, it could be a politician, it could be anything. Yeah, Charlemagne, I know that I'm a black man, and I seem to remember when Joe Biden was on your show, and he told you that if you don't vote for him, that you're not black, and you didn't have anything to say about that. Well, what should I have said? What should you have said? Oh my God, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, what should I have said? Whatever would have come to your mind at that point, bro. There's not like, what should you have said? Joe Biden basically just told you, you don't vote for me, you're not black. You ain't black, bro. and you just said, cool, awesome, great. The fuck out of here. If you have a problem between voting for me or Trump, and you ain't black, like, holy shit. That man really said, like, he just said all that.
Yeah, that shit's fucking retarded. Why does it look like shit?
Maine. Gucci Mane.
Alright, well, for now. Might as well just organize this. Let's see.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Sponsored by Locker.
Let's see. Alright, so boom, boom, boom. Oh shit. Alright. Let's get these out of the way. Alright. So boom, boom, boom.
Gotta get it just right, dude.
For real.
Gotta get it just right.
Gotta have that.
Don't rush the process.
Nah, I'm just gonna have this like right in the corner.
Yeah, keep it at the bottom.
In fact, I'll tell you this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Super at the corner.
Right. Alright, there. Kinda slightly over.
Slide your face over. What's up?
I'm thinking, should we have our faces at the bottom or at the top?
Face at the top is cool.
Yeah, something different right here. Alright, yeah, this is cool. Alright. Alright, so.
Back to it.
Put this over here to the side. I wanted to hear how the audio sounds now.
Yeah, is that too loud?
Nah, you should be good. Let me see. Alright, so.
Back to it.
I wanted to hear how the audio sounds now.
It's not terrible, right?
Nah, you should be good. I need to get a mic to plug in for your call. So, do you. What kind of. Let me see something real quick. I wonder if you can plug this into your phone.
This shit makes me baby.
Yeah, because it has a mic. Let's see if you can just have it right like behind you. Like you can yeah. And then talk. Let me see if it works.
How you doing? Testing 1, 2. How you feeling? What's the word? One lock out of here. Y'all can't see this lane?
Yeah. And then talk. Let me see if it works.
How you doing? Testing 1, 2. How you feeling? What's the word?
Here. I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna close this chat. Join the hyperdimension server. So I'm gonna send you an invite right now. So jump out of that, Danny, on your phone. So.
Yeah.
Listen. Right.
All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. Here we go. Frolee and D with you. While we're waiting on that dead air to kind of stop. Shout out Jimmy Dore. Shout out Craig Pasa, Jardula, Convo Couch, RBN, Revolutionary Black Network. Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to Kurt Metzger. They're bringing you the truth, man. Always do your independent thinking. Always do your independent news. Support your local journalists. Don't go to school for journalism. Journalism is just poking your head out your window and asking questions. Don't ever get that twisted.
We gotta have an installation where we have solid mics and everything where it sounds clear.
Well, yeah, right. You know, that's when we have like $1 million studio.
Yeah. It's all playing. Okay. I'm not too sure if that mic made a difference. On your, let me see your phone. I want to see if that shit works or not. Go to your. Let me see. Ooh.
There's a lot of women showing off their pretty feet, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of women out there.
Hell yeah, brother.
You gotta always appreciate the toes.
The only toes.
Well, only if they're pretty though.
Only if they're pretty toes, they're only toes.
These are the stipulations.
They're the principalities.
And the powers.
That'd be. Let's see. Where in the hell?
These are the best kind of live streams. Is that when it gets all professional and it's like, nah, this is the fun part of live streaming.
Advance. No. Boom. Damn it.
This is basically how Trump became president. You see the empty podium? That's literally how he became president. CNN refused to show any rallies done by Bernie Sanders or anyone at that time. It was just the empty podium. Oh, you never know what will happen when Trump takes the stand. You never know what could happen. Yeah, for 3 hours you showed his empty podium and made him president overnight. Best thing that ever happened to CNN. CNN's ratings have never been higher when all they did was, oh, Trump is evil, the fascism is taking over. Alright, bro, well, good job that your ratings went up.
Bro, I'm trying to get to your, like, you see right there? When it goes to your other, it goes to this thing. It goes to, like, your Android.
That is the face of most people's confusion in 2023. This is the face, ladies and gentlemen. What in the fuck?
Because on here, okay, because it's a mobile device. So I think you should sound louder because I turned up your volume. So let's see. Oops.
Hey, why does this motherfucker look like he's about to do some Mike Epps stand up right now? Bugging naked.
Let's see.
Why does this motherfucker look like he's about to do some Mike Epps stand up right now?
I think it's on hold louder.
Yeah, that shit works.
Good job. I'll be right back, man. You should put on if you want, you can minimize that. You get another stream going. Not that thing, because that's the whole mirror. So go back to this. Yeah, and then go over here and minimize that. There it is.
Nice. We're gonna watch a little bit of this opening scene. The top.
Well, Flash. Once again, it looks like you're the bottom, and I'm the top. Mirror Master and Heatwave. Going to a lot of trouble to steal my old junk, aren't you? Exhibit's closed, Tom. Captains Boomerang and Cold. The gang's all here.
And I thought you forgot about us as soon as you sent us off to prison.
So this little reunion is about revenge?
Not really. I think you's just a bonus part of the job.
Job? Who hired you? No offense. None of you clowns are smart enough to pull this off.
You're quite right, of course, Flash. I knew using these morons would put you off your guard.
Hey!
They're motivated by greed. They lack the commitment, the absolute focus.
To kill me.
Erase you. I'm gonna bring this shrine to your ego down on your head, along with 10 square blocks of Central City.
This is how crazy time travel is. So Barry Allen was hit with lightning, whatever, the chemical reaction turned him into the Flash. He now taps into the Speed Force, everything that has to do with time, space, and everything. So then there's a guy in the future, in the 25th century, named Eobard Thawne, who was researching who the Flash, different superheroes and shit. He recreates the accident that creates the Flash. He's able to then go back in time from the 25th century. Barry Allen's mom was murdered by his dad, and he's been in prison the whole time. Because of that, he always knew that there was something fishy about his mom's death. So he becomes a forensic investigator for the Central City Police Department. One night he gets hit with lightning, with all these chemicals. He turns into the Flash. So the guy in the future who reads about the Flash goes back in time and murders his mom to make him go down the path to become the Flash.
I see.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like a loop.
Everyone around. What? What are you talking about? We didn't bring any bombs.
Oh, but I did.
What is this?
Something I attached to your belts as I made my entrance. I wouldn't unbuckle if I were you. You'll just set them off.
It's me you want, Thawne. You don't have to kill thousands of innocents to bring me down.
No, I don't. But I choose to. Knowing it will make your last moments pure agony. Goodbye. You can't escape, Flash. The adhesive will never completely liquefy, regardless of speed.
I'm counting on that. Now you got no choice, Thawne. Disarm the bombs, or you blow up with us.
Very well. If it means shattering your golden throne in history, linking your name forever to this city's darkest hour, then my life is a small price to pay.
I agree. Your lives aren't worth much.
But Flash's life is.
You called them.
You've got your posse, I've got mine.
Clearly, you should never do this stuff without me. You end up with crap all over yourself.
Okay, that one's pretty good. Oh, I see. So what I gotta do with the sound, because it overshadows your voice, is that I gotta make sure...
It's me you want, Thawne. You don't have to kill thousands of innocents to bring me down.
No, I don't. But I choose to. Knowing it will make your last moments pure agony. Goodbye. You can't escape, Flash. The adhesive will never completely liquefy, regardless of speed.
I'm counting on that. now you got no choice, Thawne. Disarm the bombs, or you blow up with us.
Very well. If it means shattering your golden throne in history, linking your name forever to this city's darkest hour, then my life is a small price to pay.
I agree. Your lives aren't worth much.
But Flash's life is.
You called them.
You've got your posse, I've got mine.
Clearly, you should never do this stuff without me. You end up with crap all over yourself.
Focus, GL. Bombs. Batman.
It's future tech. Difficult to disarm without setting them off, even for me.
I could try to vaporize the bombs.
Yes, but you'd be vaporizing the rogues as well.
Diana's right. What's plan B?
How do we shut off these charges?
You can't. We'll all be dead shortly. The truth hurts, doesn't it?
We're out of options. Each of you take one of the rogues as far from Central City as you can.
We'll attempt to disarm the devices once sufficiently isolated.
I'm not going to just leave you here.
Lantern, we're running out of time.
Hal, go.
I'd suck it in if I were you.
Aren't you gonna do something?
I am.
I've got 1 million microbes eating the bomb's wiring. Waiting is the worst part.
May have minimized the destruction, but the final bomb will still turn this monument to your ego into your own tomb. What are you doing? You can't escape. You can't reach the bomb to disarm it. You're going to die.
You may have my powers, Thawne, but you have almost zero imagination about using them.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. So we can conclude today's episode for now.
We'll get out the bugs. We figured it out.
Yeah. So definitely got the bugs figured out. We got the memory here so we're ready to go next time. Next episode.
Oh yeah. This has been the BP podcast. This has been the Saiyan reactions.
Saiyan reactions, indeed.
The Gaines, Vegeta.
Vegeta. And and Broku. Alright, well, good night, everyone. Peace and blessings. God bless you. And have a good night. Be well.